In today's class, we'll study the topic indices. Let us see what are indices. The number of times the factors appears is called index. The index is in the singular form. In the plural form, the index is called indices. An index is often referred to as power. In general words, we say index as power. Base. The factor which is repeatedly multiplied by itself again and again is called base. So let us see some examples for this indices. That is 5 into 5 into 5 is equal to 5 to the power of 3. So instead of writing 5 into 5 into 5 3 times, we can simply write it as 5 to the power of 3. And you have seen index is the number of times the factors appears. So here 5 is multiplied 3 times. So here 5 is the factor and 3 is the index. Coming to the next example, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. We can write it as 2 to the power of 4. And 7 into 7 into 7 into 7 into 7 is multiplied 5 times. So in the index form we can write it as 7 to the power of 5. So here in 7 to the power of 5, 7 is the base number and 5 is the index or power. And 5 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 4, 7 to the power of 5, all these numbers are in the index form. Let us see some more examples. That is example number 1, 3 square. It can be written as 3 into 3, that is nothing but 9. So here 3 is called the base and 2 is called the power. Example 2, 2 to the power of 3 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 is equal to 8. Here 2 is called the base and 3 is called the power. Note, any number to the power of 0 is 1. That is, a to the power of 0 is equal to 1, where a is any non-zero integer. For example, if I take 2 to the power of 0, 2 to the power of 0 is equal to 1. And there are some laws of indices. So let us see the first law of index, that is negative indices. Here I have considered two examples. 4 square. So 4 square can be written as 1 divided by 4 to the power of minus 2. So when the power comes, when the power is in the numerator here, when it comes to the denominator, it becomes negative. And in the next example, we have 1 divided by 5 to the power of minus 2. This 5 to the power of minus 2 is in the denominator. When it goes to the numerator, the sign changes. Since it is negative, it becomes plus 2. That is 5 to the power of 2. So this is the first law of index, that is, in general we can write it as a to the power of m is equal to 1 divided by a to the power of minus m. Next, law number 2, index of 0. How could you get an answer of 3 to the power of 0? Suppose if we have 3 to the power of 5 divided by 3 to the power of 5, you can write it as 3 to the power of 5 minus 5. You can use the negative index rule here. Since 3 to the power of 5 is in the denominator, when it comes to the numerator, the sign changes. It becomes 3 to the power of minus 5. So you will get it as 3 to the power of 5 minus 5. That is nothing but 3 to the power of 0. We know that 3 to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Something to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So this is rule number 2. That is, in general, a to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Next, we have rule number 3, that is multiplication. So let us see the first example here. 2 to the power of 6 into 2 to the power of 4. It can be written as 2 to the power of 6 plus 4. Instead of writing 2 into 2 into 2 6 times multiplied by 2 into 2 into 2 4 times, we can simply add the powers. So here 2 to the power of 6 plus 4, it becomes 2 to the power of 10. So next we have 2 to the power of 4 into 2 to the power of 2. So here also we can simply add the powers. So it becomes 2 to the power of 4 plus 2. That is equal to 2 to the power of 6. Next, coming to the next example, 3 to the power of 5 into 3 to the power of 7 is equal to 3 to the power of 5 plus 7. So you will get it as 3 to the power of 12. This is law number 3. So generally we can give the formula as a to the power of m into a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus n. Rule number 4, that is division. First example, 2 to the power of 6 divided by 2 to the power of 4. Here again we will make use of negative indices rule. So since 2 to the power of 4 is in the denominator, when it comes to the numerator, it becomes negative. 2 to the power of minus 4 we will get. So in total we can write it as 2 to the power of 6 minus 4. That is equal to 2 to the power of 2. Next we have 2 to the power of 5 divided by 2 to the power of 2. It can be written as 2 to the power of 5 minus 2. That is equal to 2 cube. Third example, 3 to the power of 5 divided by 3 to the power of 7. It can be written as 3 to the power of 5 minus 7. So 5 minus 7 is nothing but 2. Minus 2. So it is 3 to the power of minus 2. So this is the rule number 4. That is division rule. That is a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m minus n. Next is rule number 5, that is brackets. Consider the first example, 2 to the power of 6 whole square. So this can be written as 2 to the power of 6 into 2 to the power of 6. Because we have whole square, so we can write it 2 times. So again we can make use of addition rule, that is 2 to the power of 6 plus 6, that is equal to 2 to the power of 12. There is one more method to solve this. Instead of writing 2 to the power of 6 into 2 to the power of 6, you can simply multiply 6 into 2. So you have 2 to the power of 6 whole square. So you can just multiply the powers 6 into 2. You will directly get 6 2s are 12. That is equal to 2 to the power of 12. Coming to the next example, 3 to the power of 5 whole cube. You can write it as 3 to the power of 5 into 3 to the power of 5 into 3 to the power of 5. You can just multiply it 3 times. So you will get it as 3 to the power of 5 plus 5 plus 5. That is equal to 3 to the power of 15. There is one more method to solve this. Here also you can simply multiply the powers. 3 to the power of 5 into 3. So 5 3s are 15. So it will become 3 to the power of 15. So this is rule number 5. So in general, we can give the formula as a to the power of m whole to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m into n. Next is rule number 6, brackets. You can see the first example here, that is 5 into 2 whole square. This can be written as 5 square into 2 square. 5 square is nothing but 25 and 2 square is nothing but 4. So 25 into 4 is equal to 100. There is one more method to solve this. That is, you can simply multiply 5 into 2. So 5 into 2 is 10. So it becomes 10 square. 10 square is equal to 100. So next example, 2 into 3 whole cube. So you can write it as 2 cube into 3 cube. 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27. So 8 into 27 is 216. There is one more method to solve this. That is multiply 2 into 3. You will get 6. So 6 cube is equal to 216. So in general, it is AB whole to the power of m is equal to a to the power of m into b to the power of m. Rule number 7, brackets. Here we have in the form of division, that is 20 by 5 whole square. So when you remove the brackets here, it becomes 20 square divided by 5 square. 20 square is 400, 5 square is 25. So we will get the answer as 16. Next example is 9 by 3 whole cube. So when you remove the brackets, it becomes 9 cube divided by 3 cube. 9 cube is 729 and 3 cube is 27. So that the final answer is 27. So you can follow another method here. For the first example, it is 20 by 5 whole square. So you can just divide 20 by 5. That is 5 ones are 5, 5 fours are 20. So you will get 4 square. So 4 square is nothing but 16. And next example, that is 9 by 3 whole cube. Here also you can just divide 9 by 3. That is 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. So it will become 3 cube. 3 cube is nothing but 27. So this is rule number 7. That is a by b whole to the power of m is equal to a to the power of m divided by b to the power of m. Next, rule number 8, fractional indices. 9 to the power of half. Since the index is in the fractional form, it can be written as square root of 9. And the next example, that is 4 cube whole to the power of half. So here also the index is in the fractional form. So it can be written as square root of 4 cube. That is nothing but 4 into 4 into 4. So it is square root of 64. So this is rule number 8. That is a to the power of half is equal to square root of a. So putting all them together, we have few examples here. 2 to the power of 6 into 2 to the power of 4 divided by 2 to the power of 3. So in the numerator, we have 2 to the power of 6 into 2 to the power of 4. So we can simply add the powers. So we will get it as 2 to the power of 10 divided by 2 to the power of 3. Now we can make use of the negative indices or the division rule. That is 2 to the power of 10 minus 3. So it becomes 2 to the power of 7. So coming to the next example, that is 3 to the power of 5 into 3 to the power of 7 divided by 3 to the power of 4. So here we can add the powers in the numerator, that is 3 to the power of 5 plus 7. So it becomes 3 to the power of 12 divided by 3 to the power of 4. So this is equal to 3 to the power of 12 minus 4. That is nothing but 3 to the power of 8. In the next example, again we have 2 to the power of 5 into 2 to the power of 3 divided by 2 to the power of 4 into 2 to the power of 2. So just add the powers both in numerator and in the denominators. So it becomes 2 to the power of 8 divided by 2 to the power of 6. That is equal to 2 to the power of 8 minus 6. So that is equal to 2 to the power of 2. So it works with algebra too. So till now we have taken only the numbers. So if we consider variables, we have the example a to the power of 6 into a to the power of 4. We can write it as a to the power of 10. So here also we have to follow the same method. Just add the powers. And b to the power of 5 into b to the power of 7 can be written as b to the power of 5 plus 7. That is equal to b to the power of 12. And c to the power of 5 into c to the power of 3 divided by c to the power of 4. So here you can add the powers in the numerator. That is c to the power of 5 plus 3 becomes c to the power of 8. And in the denominator, c to the power of 4. So the next step will be c to the power of 8 minus 4. That is equal to c to the power of 4. Coming to the next example, a to the power of 5 into a to the power of 3 divided by a to the power of 4 into a to the power of 6. That is a to the power of 8. Here also simply add the powers in the numerator and in the denominator. So it becomes a to the power of 8 divided by a to the power of 10. that is equal to a to the power of 8 minus 10 is equal to a to the power of minus 2. And here is a mixture of all, that is both numericals and variables. 2a to the power of 3 into 3a to the power 4. So it can be written as 2 into 3 into a to the power of 3 into a to the power of 4. So for simplification purpose, we will just group the numerical terms and the variables. So now you can get the answer as 2 into 3 is 6 and a to the power of 3 plus 4 it becomes. So the final answer will be 6a to the power of 7. Next we have one more example in the division form. So here we can divide 8 by 4. That is 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. And we have variables too here. That is a to the power of 6 divided by a to the power of 4. So it can be written as 2a to the power of 6 minus 4. So it becomes 2a to the power of 2. So here we have the summary of all indices. So these are the laws of indices. Thank you.